everybody, welcome to Technique Tuesday here at A Cherry on Top's YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Scraps on YouTube, and you can find me on most of the webs. I'm part of the design team here at A Cherry on Top. And for this month, we are working with gel presses. So quite recently, A Cherry on Top restocked the 12 by 12 gel presses, and I was all over that. I went ahead and ordered one. I am super excited to play with my gel press and create two backgrounds with you. I'm going to be pairing my gel press today with some Minte chalk paint, a gorgeous stencil from the Crafters Workshop, and some Basil Coconut Swirl 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm going to be working on my Tim Holtz media mat. If you haven't worked with Minte chalk paint yet, this stuff is amazing. It does need a really good stir. FYI, just know that kind of going in. That it's made in Poland. It comes to the US. It's been exposed to a lot of heat and weather, I am sure, in the shipping process. And so give it a really good stir. And if it still feels like it's a little thick for you, just add a teensy bit of water to it, like in a mini mister, and it will loosen right up and do really well. So I'm using a speedball brayer here, and I have put, so my sandwich is gel press, 12 by 12 stencil, and then we're going to brayer on some of this chalk paint. Now work a little fast. This isn't something you want to do slow, mostly because the chalk paint will dry pretty quickly. I am going to show you today how to get the most out of your product. So we have all of this paint and we don't want to waste it, right? We want to use as much of it as we possibly can. So my plan to do that is to get more than one print from this gel press. I am putting quite a bit of paint on the gel press, which is fine. That's what you want to do. You want to have a nice thick layer of paint. You're going to get a really good impression that way. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to brayer on all of this gorgeous paint. I love this paint from Minte. I love how it dries. It has this beautiful kind of chalky look to it. So if you think about how a Distress Oxide Distress Oxide ink dries, where it has that really opaque chalkiness to it, that's how this dries. So it has that really opaque kind of chalkiness to it, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The three colors I am using today on my prints are navy, lilac, and then this is the beige. Now the beige needed a bit of water. So I'm just going to add a touch of water to it. Not a lot, just a little, just to thin it up ever so slightly. Because you can see from the shipping and from coming from Poland, it is a bit dry. It's not as maybe liquidy as you would like. But just a little water goes a long way and you're good to go then. So just loading up my brush and doing these last little bit at the bottom. Again, nice thick layer, keeping things well covered. You want a nice coat of paint over this entire gel press. Now, I know someone's going to say, how do you clean this? Hot water and soap. That's it. Super simple. I cleaned my gel press and my stencil in my bathtub because my sink is a little small, but it worked perfectly. Now we're going to pull that stencil up and we're going to set it aside. We're not getting rid of it yet. We're going to hold on to it for a little bit. And then we're going to pull the gel press. So we're just going to line up the corner, press it down really good. Leave it rest on your gel press just a heartbeat, just a couple of seconds. That way, the paper can really soak up the paint. And now we're going to take this one more sheet of paper and then our stencil upside down. Now I just ran off to wash my brayer off quickly. So we have like a little sandwich here. We have the gel press. We have a sheet of 12 by 12 paper, one more sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and then we have the stencil turned upside down. And now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to give everything a run over with our brayer. Using a bit of pressure. Again, the idea here is that we really want to have every bit of that paint come in contact with every bit of that 12 by 12 sheet of paper. We're going to pull this one off. Ta-da! So cool. Looks fabulous. Now we're going to take that second sheet of paper and brayer it. This is the one that has the stencil turned upside down onto the paper. Again, letting it sit on that paper, letting the paint come in contact fully with the white. And this one's going to be a much kind of softer background. And now that everything's dry, you can see how beautiful this is. Both of these backgrounds are gorgeous and lovely. They turned out so pretty. I've actually already used this one in a layout. You can find that layout over on my channel. And that is my Technique Tuesday video for you today. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you've learned a little bit, and I hope that you will give gel presses a try. They are so fun. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.